Hey, hi, hello. Welcome back to number 52 of Droplets. It is April 2nd, barely. It's about to turn April 3rd, but I am here. I talked about this a little bit on my Instagram, and this morning on Daily Boost, but I want to expand upon it for, 2 minutes or so here. That I really genuinely don't expect the same thing from everyone. And I think if we collectively did a little better at acknowledging that we don't need the same thing from every single person, we would have an easier time finding nuance and accepting multiple truths at one time. This is coming up because there's a whole bunch of people calling Cory Booker's uh, um, 25-hour speech, record-breaking speech, performative. All of politics is performative. Both things can be true at the same time, right? Um, and that binary thinking of like, oh, it's performative, so it must be bad. Like, come on, people. There are other people that are like, I am so mad that he didn't mention Gaza. Why would a man that has taken money and aligned himself with Israel do that? Like, why is that an expectation of him? Um, when you know exactly where he stands. Like I really struggle. That's not to say we shouldn't pressure him, but like I don't expect that from a Cory Booker. I don't expect that, um, from establishment Democrats. I just don't. And that frees me, right? To just like behold the glory of the 25-hour speech and John Lewis being quoted. Like, it not people are not all bad or all good, and this is the problem. Like, we could go on and on. We could talk about cancel culture, we could talk about calling in and calling out, we could talk about confrontation, we could talk about confrontation. Like, the simplest thing that I can tell you as we're going on 2 minutes and 45 seconds is to look in on yourself and see why you have the same expectations of every single person. And the last thing I'll say is that Jen Hamilton over on TikTok talks about treating her Black patients different. And I think this is one of those places and instances, and many instances are like this, where we can just agree that we can treat each other differently based on our job, based on our role, based on our lives, based on our experiences. Um, we can treat each other equitably, which actually does mean differently. And we can demand resources, and we can demand ceasefires in Gaza and the world over, and we can demand that this man talks about Blackness. We can demand a lot of things, but again, I don't expect the exact same action out of every person I meet. It just isn't true. Okay, I love y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.